In-house production.
Hey everybody, welcome to Giving Away the Game podcast. It's another episode with another lovely guest. Today we have Miss Tasha in the house. How you doing, Miss Tasha?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. So I am your host, as always. Your host, philanthropist, father, husband, editor, all that type of stuff. Yeah, I'm trying to get all them titles in there. Call the counselor in the house, y'all. Yeah, call the counselor in the house. Here with my co-host as always.
What's up, man? It's PRV, man. Make sure you go to my website, perfectvictorySTL.com, man, for all things me. For my social media pages and my clothing line success story, man. Make sure you get your merch. We're doing big things, man. I'm trying to get to philanthropy too, man.
Yeah. That's what's up, man. Hey, but really you are. Like, this podcast is giving back. Yeah. Especially that last episode.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, did I show you that? I'm going to tell you the post. Yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, that was dope.
But we got our guest here, man. Miss Tasha Owens. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Oh, I ain't no. But as you stated, I'm Tasha Owens. First off, I'm a mother.
Yes.
So that's number one. I'm also a writer, a poet, and just STL woman.
STL artist. Shout out to Stella Rosa, man. Let's go with the honey peach. I'm trying to told you, if you ain't got none of this. If you ain't down with this,
that good Netflix and chill drink.
Yeah, that's Stella Rosa. Shout out to Stella. All right, y'all. So today we're gonna talk about the misconception of equality in relationships. Yeah, because it truly is a misconception. There is no such thing as complete equality in relationships, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, not 50-50 for sure.
Yeah, not 50.
Ain't no such thing.
What you think, Tasha?
Nowadays, no.
No.
So you would think take the lion's share of the portion of a relationship, like who think does the most?
I would think the man.
Okay.
You ain't saying that because it's two men right here.
No.
That was intimidation. Was okay, all right.
No, not at all. And I think it's because I grew up in a two-parent household. Like I seen what my dad did for, my mom, us, me, and my brother, and they were married for 25 years before he passed. So, and he was like an outstanding father, outstanding man. I seen the way that he lead the household. So, and I always respected that.
That's what's up. So really the purpose of this topic is to ask this question that we've been pondering over for a while now, or this notion. So there's a notion going around that in order for a relationship to work, the man has to love the woman more. All right? The man has to love the woman more than she loves him. Now, Pierre and I, we've been talking about this for a while, and we both have agreed that it's true, right? You believe it? Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yes.
Unfortunately, it's true.
Yes, it's definitely true. What do you think about that? Do you think it's true? Or like in your experience, what do you think?
You know what? I don't know, because I've always been a woman that always would say, I love my man to the day I die. Just one of them women that just would love hard for her man. So, and I would also appreciate the reciprocity, for him to love me back the same way. So that's kind of a 50 for me. I don't know.
So I used to work in General Motors, and there's a lot of old men who work there. I used to just pick their brains and stuff, you know what I mean? And they would always basically say it, they would talk about the things they had to go through in their marriages, and they would be married for 20 years, 25 years. I knew this one guy who was married, I think he said 47 years at that time. And that was probably 5 years ago. They would all kind of say, their woman definitely loves them, no doubt about that, but they felt they loved more or harder. So at the time, I never really, thought about it until we started doing this podcast. And, a while ago, me and Pierre, like I said, it came up and we started talking about it. And it made me look at my own relationship. Like, I'm married. I've been married for 5 years. Shout out to the wife. And it made me think of, my own relationship. And I thought about it. I was like, man, like, I definitely think it's true. And I think it's true because I think men just have to deal with more. You know what I mean? Like for a man, we have to deal with, like, first of all, we got to be the provider, head of the household, the leader, disciplinarian. You know what I mean? And then that's just, that's not even really singling out the woman. And like when I say that, I mean like that's not saying, that doesn't include having to be romantic to your woman, compliment her, be there for her, talk to her, listen to her, love her, show her how special she is, make her feel like she's the only woman in the world, like give her gifts, flowers, candy, all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the attitude component of it. You know what I mean? And all women don't have bad attitudes, but women tend to have, a more dynamic attitude than men do, just on a normal basis. So it's and I think that's why, because we kind of have to deal with all of that at one time. You know what I'm saying? Where I saw this comedian, he was like, in order to make your man happy, all you got to do is show up with food, naked in a robe. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, there's a stretch, but it kind of like breaks down how simple men can be as far as like, what we need to be happy for real.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where you kind of, sometimes you have this laundry list of things for women, so I think it's been like that almost forever, and we just haven't realized it because it's second nature. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What you think?
Yeah, I totally agree with everything you said. Like I said, I just think it's just an inherently made like job duty for men. Like we just have to perform. Like I said before in another past podcast, where men are born with like a burden of performance. Like we have to become something to get something in life. So, and not to say women don't do anything, but you really have the luxury of just existing and receiving something. Especially if you're beautiful. Like pretty privilege is a real thing.
Yeah.
So if you're just pretty, you can just pretty much do what you want. Like men go come and give you whatever you want. They go just bring the word to your feet. But as far as a man, like you have to come with so much. And if you ugly or you unattractive, you gotta come with even more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just I think it's a lot, and I think my only issue is I don't think women actually understand that we go through that, like that burden of performance. Like they just figure like, cause we just deal with so much and on a daily basis. Like I think people don't realize like he really going through something. They really going to war. We leave out this house, they really battling the world. Like, so I need to make sure that I'm bringing like peace when he walks through the door. So,
that's all men want, peace.
Yeah, especially at the
Peace.
older age. That's really, I mean, when you're 21 years old, you want sex.
Yeah.
But once you get about 35, you're like,
Yeah.
all right, man,
I just want peace.
just be quiet.
Yeah.
And just like, is the food
That's all
ready?
we want
It
is
ain't ready.
peace,
All right, cool.
yeah.
I'll go get some food. I'll come back. As long as
Yeah.
it's peace ready. But yeah, I mean, it's just a lot. I just want to understand it, and not even just the understanding, just the empathy. Like just being able to say like, look, I see you. I recognize that.
I understand.
I understand. Like I feel your pain. You know what I'm saying? And like you said like women have a more dynamic attitude. I don't want to say it's dynamic. I would just say like women are bred and taught to be expressive. So if women are more expressive.
Maybe I should have said that.
I would say more expressive. Because I believe, because even to me, I believe like we both emotional creatures. We just express it different.
Okay.
We might do it through
I can
action.
agree
They
with
might do it through their words. So, but that's how, just that's biology right there. So
Yeah.
that's my take on it.
Mm.
Tasha, what you think?
Well, I actually agree with both of you guys when it comes to that. It is a lot, and just going back to what I said about my father, and also there's like a lot of positive male role models in my family, my brother, uncle,
That's what's up.
so I do see like it is so much they have to carry. It is so much they have to do to hold a certain standard, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
and taking care of their families, just making sure their loved ones are together, like you guys were saying. So with that, yeah, I just agree with you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's not to slight women though, 'cause
Yeah,
I know women deal with a lot too though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
True.
But I think I just feel like we've always heard y'all problems, and we like never really heard the men problems. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So now it's kind of like now these days like it's like a gender war, like who better than the other one, who got more problems, who's more of the victim than the other victim. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it's like a gender war now, like in podcasts or.
Yeah, it's like no one's coming together anymore.
Right. You know, everybody just want to be at war.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? And I don't think men want to be at war. I think men just want to be like, look, we expressing ourselves now. You might not like what we saying,
Yeah.
but we expressing ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We've been hearing y'all since
And the world just
forever.
ain't used to it.
You know, we used to it.
No, I'm saying the world isn't used to being expressed.
Right.
Yeah.
So now it seems like we complaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Are we trying to put women down? But I don't think it's men trying to put women down. I just think we just want to be heard.
Yeah, I definitely agree that women go through stuff too. Like, absolutely.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Especially having a daughter and seeing, because the concept of safety with women is on a level men would never understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I have severe anxiety with my daughter just walking to the bus stop in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's something that I don't think men consciously think of on a daily basis, just how scary it is for women out here. You know what I'm saying? So having a wife and a daughter, man, I'd be like on edge all the time. So like, but and like you said, it's definitely not to downgrade, women or what they go through at all. Just more so bringing attention to what we go through, what we have to deal with sometimes, because it's definitely hard. It's hard. It's not easy being a man. I'm sure it's not easy being a woman either. It's not easy being a man.
I think it just looks easy because like we don't complain. We just kind of like been forced to deal with it. Man up, be a man, be strong. Don't you know what I'm saying? We've all been told that by black women. Our mothers been told to be strong. And boys don't do this. You know what I mean?
Stop crying.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? I don't want to use the word traumatized, but you pretty much like conditioned and trained to be like not complain. So if you have an issue in a relationship, you be like, oh, I'm just gonna deal with it. It's cool. She be cussing me out, it's cool, right? You know what I mean? Because we just want a piece. I don't even want a battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, But I heard one girl say, well, if men don't complain, then I don't really consider it an issue, because if it was an issue, then you would say something. I was just like, dang, like. And when she said it, I was mad. At first, I was like, that's probably the general idea too. Like that's probably how they view it. Like, well, it must not be an issue because you ain't complain about it. You ain't saying nothing about it, so I don't see it as an issue. Then. I'm just like,
so if a man brings a complaint to you, like, does it make you feel some type of way? Like, do you initially feel like you're a man, you're not supposed to be complaining, or initially feel like nigga suck it up, or you know what I'm saying? Like, is anything like that?
I mean, of course, I think it depends on how many times he comes to me with a certain complaint.
a certain complaint or different complaints?
Different complaints.
Different complaints.
Different complaints, yeah. So I guess it kind of depends also. Like, I'm going to listen to him. I'm going to take it in.
I heard a butt coming. I heard a butt coming.
Oh, man. Yeah, but.
I knew it was coming.
Hell no.
Look, this is kind of, yeah. But no, I just, I would want to be the woman to talk it over with my man and just, get down to the core of it. Why are you feeling this way? How can we make it better? How can I make you happy? Like, that's just how I am. So
could you deal with a man saying, like, we have problems and it's your fault?
Now he's saying that to me.
He's saying it to Tasha. Could.
So is it because you feel a way about it, or because the way he worded it, he said it?
The way that he said it, like, and I'm a very specific and like particular type of woman. Like,
no,
I know. Sometimes I know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't want to say I can be difficult, But you're gonna have to break that down, partner. Like, what you mean? Like, you know, I'm.
The spirit of offense comes in.
I know. I'm here to listen, but you know, let's talk about this.
Do you understand that men and women express themselves differently?
Yes.
You understand a man will talk directly to you like, I don't like this.
I agree.
And it shouldn't be received as he being harsh. He just say, I don't know how to move around the bushes and might finagle my
we were
words
taught
like
to be
you.
direct.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, almost
say
confrontation.
what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Almost
You know what I'm
confrontation.
saying? You don't like the way I kiss, you say I don't like the way you kiss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't, you know. So, I mean, you just have to be direct. I mean, what men typically are direct. So, I think women have an issue with the directness. Like, you know what I mean?
I've asked a lot of women that question actually. Like, could you deal with a man coming to you and saying, we have problems and they're your fault? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because I
feel
feel like,
it though, but
listen, I know it's rough,
you can't say that.
but,
You can't say it.
I feel like we have been told that for a long time.
We've been raised to believe it. We've been raised to
We've been told that for a long time. You're not doing enough. You're not putting in enough time, or you ain't bringing in enough money. You ain't spending enough time with the kids. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
when you have
you
sex
know,
enough,
right?
Even when
Something's
you have
not
sex,
right.
it ain't good.
Something's not right.
You know what I mean?
So for, you know, like you say, it may be our approach because, like I said, we are taught to be direct and like I said, almost confrontational. You know, but that's our way of dealing with things because usually, if a man brings a problem to you, it's really a problem. Because he's never gonna bring it to you the first time.
Most men gonna tolerate it because he don't want the confrontation.
He's never go.
Especially if you know
it's never gonna be the first time you do it unless you like cheat or something. You know what I'm saying? But the first time you do something, he's never gonna come to you and say something about it. It's gonna be after he's tried to think of other ways to improve it or get around it, and he's contemplated like for days or weeks.
And I realized
how can I bring this to her without her getting mad?
Yeah. Ain't no way around it though.
Yeah, it's.
But men will wait 10 years to bring a problem up that he been dealing with for 10 years. He just like, all right.
When we was in high school.
Yeah, like, but you know what I'm saying. And I've been that person too. Like, I would have issues in relationships, and like, I wouldn't bring the issue up until she got the issue. Like, I was that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you cheated, but still that one time you and I'm so good. Like, I know the date it happened. Like, it happened on Thursday. It was August 16th, and like I would know it. And she'd be like, "What you mean?" And I'd be like, "Yeah, you did. You said this, and you did this." And she'd be like, "Why you bring it up then?" Yeah, well, you know, but I've been trained to deal with it. You know what I mean? And to tolerate it. But like, I realized that that's not healthy for a relationship.
Right.
That's pretty much how I deal with things. But I realized that that's a normal thing for men. Like, a man ain't gonna say like the sex bad because he knows it's gonna hurt your feelings. Because how do I say it?
Right.
How does a man say like something that's gonna offend? He know gonna offend you. Let's say like your man don't like your hair, but you love it. How does he go? How does he say it? When he know you love your hair, but he know he don't like it, he'll just tolerate it. Yeah, men will do it. Yeah.
I mean, they will, but.
Yeah. But if a woman say you come home with a haircut that she don't like, she gonna be like, so who cut that? You like that? Like, you pay for it?
Right.
She be like,
did you go to your normal barber?
Yeah.
What was Tyrone?
Right,
You went the other day?
right.
You know what I'm saying? She may be your mom. I'm gonna take you back up there. You know what I'm saying? But like, women are expressive. They they say what they feel, and men just kind of say like, I'm just gonna be.
I had an old head tell me
strategy.
that men store ammunition. So like you said, like when things happen, men like they put it on the shelf so then they can use it later on. Like, oh, straight up. So you gonna complain about that, right? Okay, but what about this? Which is it's definitely not.
It's right. So it's pretty much just make a war, and really she don't even get accomplished. You know what I'm saying? And I had to realize that she don't even get accomplished that way. Because now we ain't dealing with an issue she got, and I definitely go deal with the issue I got. Because she already offended because I didn't hang up shit for 10 years. You know what I mean? So
Ms. Tasha, in your opinion, what would be the best way to achieve some sense of equality? Because if we've all stated that 50-50 is hyperbole, you know what I'm saying, then what's the best way to achieve the closest you can get to 50-50, or closest to equality? What would, in your opinion?
I just think it just all boils down to communication. I mean, I know that's like a plain
Oh, no,
okay.
answer.
We understand it's plain. It's a real answer, though. Yeah.
Right. But communication is just so important where it would just get down to the core of everything. Feelings, emotions, and, then we can come together and we wouldn't have to be at war with each other or anything like that. So I just think that's what it all boils down to.
Communicate, huh?
Communication.
Learning how to communicate.
Learning
with each
how
other.
to communicate. And
So-
realizing, knowing how to
Yeah.
communicate for sure.
And I know, and that's gonna probably be a process.
Hell yeah.
It
Yeah.
is.
Hell yeah, it is.
But if I feel like if you're gonna be with the person you love and y'all are in love with each other, then you guys are gonna make it work. Y'all gonna come up with a strategy to learn how to communicate with each other, and you become equal in a lot of things. Equal together.
Have you ever been in love
I have been in love.
and it didn't work?
It didn't work.
What you do wrong?
But I do.
No, they always say it. They
Whoa,
always say it. Every time I say it, I swear it be the same answer.
Me?
They either say, well, I do wrong, but why I gotta do something wrong? It be either them two answers every time.
Okay, well, I can be fair. Maybe I did do something wrong.
Maybe?
in
So
this
you
case.
next.
So you think it was him though?
Huh?
I said you think it was him though?
I just think it was kind of both of us because he felt like, I was cheating, but it wasn't.
But it wasn't or you wasn't?
No.
Wasn't you?
I wasn't. No. I was very truthful with him. I don't know if you guys want me to tell the whole story, but
Hey, you can say whatever you want to. Whatever you want.
No, but it was just I was truthful with him. I was studying photography at the time, and I was at club. What was that club, y'all? Washington. Lola? Oh, no, not Lola.
Ain't heard that name in a while.
I know, right? Because it was a long time ago when I was in club.
On Washington and Tucker?
Lola was on one end. What was the club called on the other end? It's called the House of Soul now, but it was called
Yeah,
something else.
it was called like 3 or 4.
Formula
Right.
One or
Formula One.
Formula or some shit. Oh.
Something like that,
Yeah.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's where I was at, with my girls. And this one guy, he was trying to, dance up on me, flirt with me, but I was like, no, I have a boyfriend, this is like for real what I told him. He was not taking it. But I told
Was he
him.
done?
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Oh,
So
you got-
I
you
just
got
told
snitched now.
No, I told him
Oh, you
because
told
this
him.
is what happened. The guy, ironically, actually owned a photography company. Like, ironically, like, he's legit and everything. So, and I was just, still talking to him. I was like, well, yeah, I do photography. And we did exchange numbers. So, but I told my guy, and I was like, of course, I told him I have a boyfriend. It's not going to be nothing deep. This is all going to be about photography since I'm in photography class, school. And my guy was not having it. He was not having it. And he just was like, nah, I don't trust you. And I just was like, this was the first incident that happened with us. So how can you not trust me? So anyway, that's how it ended. And it was only together.
That one time?
I'm so serious.
Dang. He must have had trust issues for real.
Yes, he did. I'm so
Oh, he was
serious.
cheating.
One or two.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. But I'm not trying to be like the innocent one, but I really feel like I didn't do nothing wrong. I don't think I did.
So you cheated before?
I have cheated before.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with it.
I have.
Ain't nothing wrong.
Why?
Well, ain't something wrong with it. You say ain't nothing wrong with it.
You say it.
I definitely is.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Was it opportunity, or was it more of something you wasn't getting at home?
It was what I wanted.
So it was like sex you were getting at home? Was it attention, love, companionship, hugs, pats on the head?
Kisses?
Nah, I'm gonna be honest, y'all. It was just sexual.
Just sexual.
It really was. It was.
I'll take that
I was
as
I was being selfish.
At least you admitted that's what's up.
I mean, I gotta live with it. I
Yeah.
mean, it's the past.
Yeah, it's the past.
It was really the first time I cheated, so I am happy about it. But,
First time you cheated on him, or period?
No, period.
Okay.
Period.
Oh, okay. That's what's up, man. Now you're a good girl. You learned your lesson, huh?
Yeah.
Age brings wisdom. Well, I can't say that. I was going to say age brings wisdom, but sometimes it really don't. It should.
Yeah.
Experience brings wisdom. That's what I should have said. Experience brings wisdom. So with you are in a relationship now, right?
I am.
Okay. I don't want to ask you certain questions about your relationship. I'm trying to be more general.
Okay.
So okay, in the relationship that you're in now, working towards equality. You know what I mean? Because everybody wants it in their relationships. Nobody wants to feel like, you know, they are giving so much more than, you know, their partner is. You know, so within your relationship now, like, how are you trying to achieve that now? Is it more give and take? You know, I know the communication is important, but once you get, because communication isn't everything. You know, there has to be something past the or after the communication. So, like, once you get past the communication, then what?
Then it's time that we work on ourselves, I think, as far as, how can we, I don't know how to really word this, like, it has to be something, a strategy or something that we can come up with, so we can just agree on a certain thing, so we can just be equal, so we can get along with each other, so we don't have any trust issues. Like, it has to be some type of, I think, like an agreement kind of.
So you believe in gender roles? Or you one of them like, oh, whatever.
I'm like one of those whatever is whatever.
Okay. So you'll go out there and cut the grass, like?
I would. I definitely would do that. I haven't done it before.
No.
But
Okay.
I would be that. I'm for real. I would.
I believe in gender roles. Do you?
Well, I asked, like, set in stone, like you set out, like, this is what you do, this is what you do. I don't necessarily believe, like, it should be gender roles.
Okay.
It should be wrong.
But you're okay with it.
But I understand that there are certain things that a man does and a woman does.
Right.
And I would assume that the woman would know too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I can agree.
Like, I wouldn't mind cooking and cleaning, but, like, if that's what you want to do, I'd be like, all right, cool. That's your role? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So
You said the word agreement. I think that's a powerful word, because I think I'm big on agreeing to disagree. Like, I feel like people get caught up in, especially once they enter a relationship, where they feel like, okay, if you don't feel how I feel, then you think I'm wrong or you're wrong, which ain't true. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can both have differences of opinion. I can feel one way, you can feel one way, and we can both be right. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you feel, this is how I feel. We don't have to agree on everything. And I think a lot of times, I hate to say it, but it's true. Usually, more so with women, where they feel like, okay, if you're not agreeing with what I'm saying, then something is wrong. You know, like, you're not understanding, you're not getting it. You know, something ain't right. And I don't think that's true at all. Like, I feel like I said, we can both have our own opinions. We can agree to disagree. I can understand you and still not agree with you.
Okay. Yeah.
And I definitely, I don't think people understand that. You can understand somebody and not agree with them. You know, like, you can understand their point, their opinion, where they're coming from, what they mean, what they're trying to put out, like, all of that, and still not agree with it. What you think?
Yeah, but I agree with what you're saying, but I think certain people feel like, if you understand me, you should be agreeing.
Right.
Exactly. I think, like, that's what, like, the dilemma comes in there. If you understand what I'm saying, then why you not believing what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's be the issue. Because I had to argue a few times with my girl, like, when I had to tell her, like, man, I don't have to agree with you.
Yeah.
And like, that made her be like, oh, like, I don't have to agree with nothing you're saying. Like, I hear you, I don't have to agree.
Yes, I
mean?
don't
Like,
have to agree.
But that was a shock for her. But then she understood, like, okay, you're right, he don't have to agree with nothing I'm saying.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? But like you said, I think it's a whole, like, I don't believe in the whole, like, tug of war thing, like trying to argue something.
Yeah,
I'm trying to persuade you.
Yeah,
I had
that
an argument with her about that one time, and I was just like, look, man, I'm not here to convince you of nothing. Like, I'm gonna say what this is, You either go believe what I'm saying or not believe what I'm saying. I'm not here to persuade you. I'm not here to sell you an idea or whatever. Like, this what it is. You either go, I hate to say, you either go roll with it or not. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the only thing I feel about the whole ballot thing. But that came with maturity and age. Like, I had to go through a lot of.
Because when we was young, we was fighting.
I had to fight. Yeah.
I mean, not physically fighting.
But like, it's gonna be an argument.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because the other person be like, look, you gonna understand when I know I'm right, so you gonna have to understand, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. When you young, you verbally banging. Like, you verbally banging, like, straight up.
Yeah.
You know, like, I don't care what you say. If you ain't feeling what I'm saying, then it's an issue.
This is an issue. Right.
But like you said, it definitely comes with maturity and one
age,
peace. You know what I mean? Like, I can't stress that enough. Like, peace is the dopest thing you can have, man. I wish I could like impress that on men, like at younger ages. I be talking to these kids, like I hire all these kids at my job, and they be like the stuff they be saying. I be like, man, where do y'all get this stuff from? Like, thinking like, man, was I that stupid at 19 and 20?
Y'all be asking, hey, I swear,
man, was I that retarded, man? I couldn't have been that retarded.
The kids be talking, I be like, damn, I sound stupid.
Yeah,
I sound that stupid. But now, because I remember when I was like 19 and 20, you think you grown.
Yeah.
So like, I remember I used to, like, old people used to be like, man, you still a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I used to be like, nigga, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No kid.
But now I understand what they mean. Like, you talk like a kid, like you still talk like a child. You know what I mean? So now I totally understand. You know what I mean?
Yeah, talk and act. Yeah.
But I have a question. What benefits do you think a man gets from marriage? Because there's a thing going around where men feel like they don't benefit from marriage.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So does that mean they don't believe in marriage?
That's not true. Don't use your woman logic.
No. I'm asking.
Don't use your woman logic.
Yeah.
I like that too.
But I'm saying, like, what benefits do you feel like a man gets? Because relationships now, people are not getting married no more. Like people, divorce is like
high.
only getting
right.
It's getting higher, and then most people are just not even getting married because the people not seeing the benefits.
Right.
Especially men. Because like we said, men had to put forth so much effort. Right. So if a man feel like I gotta put so much effort just to be in a relationship, men feel like it's a bad deal.
Mm-hmm.
So like they not seeing no benefits. Like they already go get, sex is easy, especially with social media. Sex is text away. You know what I mean? So men know this is like the 60s where you had to get married to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
Like sex is through the Instagram or whatever. You know what I mean? So now it's like men are not seeing like what is the benefits of marriage because I can get sex anytime I want to.
Yeah. Well, and you're right. Unfortunately, that's the days we are living in right now. I just think that some men out here that feel like there aren't any benefits of being in a marriage. They just need to be patient. I don't know. They need to be patient and actually wait for the person that that they're going to eventually fall in love with.
Mm-hmm.
Love, during their marriage, and because I'm the type, I'm old fashioned, y'all. I believe in vows. I believe in.
I do too.
The courting stage,
Courtship.
Right.
Yeah.
And the marriage, and I'm just not a big wedding type of woman. I don't want a huge wedding or nothing like that. But anyway.
Courthouse, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's
Vegas, on the beach.
Okay.
I don't want to invite 200 people. No, that's what I mean.
Okay.
But anyway, I just feel like some men need to get. Like I said, just be more patient and just like wait for that actual woman.
So how would you sell marriage to a man?
Like if like the relationship you're in now, right?
Would you sell it?
You want your man to propose to you, and he come to you and he say, "Okay, Tasha, I propose to you if you can tell me what I'll get out of this marriage." What would you
That
say?
I ain't getting already.
Well, what I would say is that this may sound a little cliche, because again, I believe in marriage, but it is this would be a lifelong love, forever love. Okay. And I know that may sound like a little fantasy thing, but to have a companion by your side, people been married out here for 50, 60 years, and I know these days are different, but I don't know. I just am the type of woman that just has faith in those things to come back.
I do too.
But I know I have to be a little bit realistic.
That's no.
I know. So I would also say like the benefits is just, we can, for example, invest with each other. You never know. We can build business, brands together as a couple, as companionship. We can, create beautiful babies together. I'm not creating another baby.
No more babies.
But I'm just saying, if my man was to ask me, what would be the benefits, I'll say that. And, I think it's a beautiful, wonderful thing to have a baby with your companion that you're going to be with. Well, I feel like I will be with for the rest of my life. It also comes with, we ain't breaking up because I don't believe in divorce.
I feel you.
I be hearing that.
I don't either.
It be sounding good, but I don't
believe in divorce.
I don't believe people actually. It just sounds cute on paper in a song.
Yeah.
It sounds good. So.
Yeah.
To me, divorce only comes with infidelity.
See, I don't believe it. I only believe it comes with abuse.
Okay, what type of abuse?
Like, somebody hitting somebody.
Okay, or abuse.
You know what I'm saying? Okay. But as far as infidelity, constant infidelity, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, like
you had one time.
You had like one time, like, okay, just tell me why you did it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, your reason is, I was just horny.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You know what I mean? But if you be like, well, he made me smile. I love to talk to him. No, we hung out, we dated a couple times. Oh, motherfucker, you in love.
Right.
Yeah, that's
right.
different.
That's different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It's a divorce name.
Mm-hmm.
Be with dude. Be with
So that's
child.
infidelity though. That's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm just saying, but it's the reason why though. Why would matter.
And it's different for men and women. Like, it's much. I feel like it's much easier for a woman to forgive a man than vice versa. Like, women, understand.
It's easier.
It is
I know
easier.
chicks be like one strike.
Well, that's true. But I'm just saying, if we talking on a conventional basis, you know what I mean? Like, sex usually is nothing but sex to a man. You know what I mean? It's that act.
Like
we don't have to see you again. Exactly. You know what I mean? Unfortunately, that's how it is. It's usually not like that for a woman, especially a married woman. If a married woman gets to the point where she's cheating, then if it isn't already love, it's like around the corner. You know what I mean? Like it's right there. You know what I mean? So it's definitely different, in my opinion, anyway, for men and women. Like it's much easier for a woman to forgive a man cheating in a relationship or even in a marriage than for a man to forgive a woman. Like if your woman come and you,
because I think women understand, like, men just go. Men are sexual opportunists. If it's there, then like, maybe I'll be home in 30 minutes. And you might do it and it's nothing to you, but it's just like, it's right there. Like you said, for a woman, I feel like something has to like
materialize.
You know what I'm saying? Right. It has to come,
there's usually steps to it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's usually
it
steps
go from high
with
to
a woman.
cold.
With a man, it can be like,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, you might have some chick who might be just hit it and
nothing is true for everybody.
Yeah.
Nothing is
no,
true.
I know absolutes for sure.
Yeah.
But typically.
Yeah, typically.
You may have to be something.
Typically. Have you ever had to forgive a man for cheating?
Yeah.
Was it hard? Well,
Yeah.
I know it was hard. That's a big question. I know it was hard. What made you? Well, first of all, did you really forgive him, or did you just say you forgive him?
They never really forgive.
Well, I don't want to say never.
They tolerate it. Like,
You never say never, because I would like to forgive him for myself, because I don't like to live with that type of feeling.
Okay.
I don't, and but it was hard. It was hard, but eventually I just was like, this man is showing me that I can trust him. So,
did you ask him why? So how did you get over it? You just said, all right.
No, we had like a lot of talks about it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a month or two of cold shoulders, to him. But it was more of action, because I'm more of an action person. It was more, and it wasn't like, because I never went through his phone. I went through a guy's phone one time, and I did catch him actually talking to another chick, and I was like, see, this is why I don't go through phones. But anyway, that's a whole different type of subject. But I wasn't going through his phone. He was still, tell me I'm about to go out with my guys. We're going to go do this. Okay, see you later, sweet. It wasn't no question or nothing. It's just like, he was just showing me, like, I'm not going to do nothing stupid like that again. This is, what I'm doing, he texting, calling me all the time. He's with me 90% of the time. So that's how I was able to just go ahead.
How did you catch him? If you don't mind me asking.
You know what? Social media is very, yeah, I know.
Social media is the devil, man.
So, thank
Should we
you.
go through his likes or something?
No, sweetheart.
Comments.
The girl inboxed me.
Oh.
Wow.
Dang.
Cold
Yeah.
breaking it.
Yeah. So, no, I wasn't digging for nothing. Because I'm like...
She came to you as a woman. Can't stand this. Shut up!
Ooh, yeah, that was like her exact
Wow.
words, too.
Yeah,
Made up a
they
fake
always
page
do
and
it.
everything.
Oh, she
Wow.
went to the extreme. Oh, she really liked him.
But the thing was, you guys, like, she had evidence. So it wasn't like, I'm not just going to believe no chick. Like, no,
Right.
you telling me this about my man. No, I'm not just going to believe you.
Mm.
She had evidence. So
Wow.
I was like, all right, well.
So I wondered, did he do something to her? And she was like, really? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like,
So you not paying his phone bill?
oh,
I
okay.
got something for all that. Got something
Well,
for
let me,
that.
Tasha.
Right.
Wow.
That's
cold game. That's cold.
So I have a question about equality during like the court of public opinion. So let's say two people drunk and they had sex.
Mm-hmm.
Who took advantage of who?
Sure, it depends, I guess.
Who would it depend on?
How drunk the person is. I don't know. I don't know. Because if I'm drunk, I will take advantage of my
See?
man. So
See?
I'm sorry, that's just me.
But look how comfortable women can say stuff like this. I couldn't say that.
Okay,
Even if it is my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
But that's like the difference in like ain't no equality even in like socially, because like women can say, nigga, I'm gonna take that, and it's cool. Like, girl, it's cute. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's very true.
Yeah.
Like a woman can post that on social media, like,
And they get all
came
right.
home drunk and I had to take it. You know what I'm saying? If a man say that,
Yeah, that's never slide.
St. Louis
That's
Metropolitan
never-
Police
never
Department.
report that.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
But like that's the whole difference in like how the world views men and women. They always view the man as like he the monster, like, and the girl like, oh, it's cool.
Now-
she can do that. A girl can
I
smack
will
your
say-
ass in the club and it's not sexual harassment. If I smack your ass in the club, it's sexual harassment.
now men do need to take some of the blame for that.
For not saying something.
No, for the way we're viewed. Like we do need
don't
to.
know.
Yes, listen. We do need to take some blame
that's
for
true.
that. Okay,
Take blame for
for how we're viewed. Like for the whole. You know, like.
You can't blame the man for how he viewed by the world. That's
Yes,
just
you
how it
can.
is.
Absolutely, you
How you
can.
gonna do it?
Because if we are synonymous with certain things, if we're synonymous with rape, sexual harassment, things like that, that's not to say that it doesn't happen in reverse. You know, it definitely happens in reverse. But I'm saying if that's what, like I said, we're synonymous with, like if that's, you know, and we all know that it happens, you know, on a much too normal basis, like, you know, much more frequently than it should. That's why we get that label. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not fantasy. It's not made up. It's coming from reality. It's coming from.
I'm not saying chicks crying about it. But like we said before earlier, men ain't gonna express it. They'll just be dealing with it like, oh, she grabbed my dick in the club. Haha, it's cool. Like, and you just keep walking. But if I walk by and grab a chick crotch, like, I'm getting thrown out the club, like Jesse Jericho from Fresh and Chris. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like that's like the whole like, I don't like the double standard in there. And I feel like women kind of like get to live in that double standard of I can do what I want, and it's not looked at as like sexual harassment, rape, or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, it's just looked at as.
I agree, but that also comes from us too, though.
Not saying something. Not saying I was assaulted. You know what I'm saying? Right.
But also us liking it too. You know what I'm saying? Like
because men are sexual creatures.
Exactly.
Right. Because
that's what I'm saying.
Right.
You are right. I agree with what you're saying. You are right.
But even if I do like it, that doesn't mean it's not an assault. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
Because my thing is, if the girl cute, no, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
But if the girl 600 pounds and look like Medusa, you gonna be pissed.
Okay.
You ready to fight her? I'm bro, hold my drink, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna be. But that's a you know.
I understand.
It's just like we talking about with we had what you call him up here. We talking about. She said she don't like niggas grabbing her arm in the club.
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, if the nigga fine. Well, if he fine, man, it's cool. I said, well, that's you can't do that. Either you don't like it or you don't like it. You can't say I don't like something up until the man look a certain way. Now you like it. Like, but I understand that's how the world works. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
but
we do have a society definitely has a double standard.
yeah. And there's no equality. And my thing is like, there's no way for like real equality. Like if it's double standards, people get to live in double standards. If women get to get in the club for free, but men don't. But y'all strong independent with jobs. She can pay the same $40 I'm paying. You know what I'm saying? Why she get free drinks like you know? I want a free drink. I work hard too. But I mean, it just you know, it's all about capitalism for real. All this stuff you're talking about, like the domestic abuse, rape, all that stuff is like used for marketing tools and stuff like that too. That's a deeper conversation.
It is.
Yeah.
Because sometimes we be dirty though. Sometimes we be dirty.
No, I've
Like
seen sexual assault men. Like I've seen them. I've seen women too. I've been a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been a victim of girls trying to get me high and drunk, trying to take. And I'm like, why she keep giving me drink? What's she on? Like you know. And it wasn't the fact that I didn't want to have sex with her. It was the fact that like it was the intention. Like, are you trying to get me drunk while you trying to like you know what I mean? So it made it weird at that point in time. So, but it made me understand how women will feel. Like I get like a woman could feel like not safe or you know what I mean or exposed or something whatever. You know what I mean? Like, cause I mean, niggas be predators. I didn't see them. Especially outside the club, back in the day, you see them. Niggas be hawking, grabbing,
Oh man.
cussing them out.
In the club.
I done been with the niggas who be on there. I'm like, oh, they would be on there. Can't hang with him no more. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? You know, cause
So if we reverse this, if you have a relationship or a situation where the woman loves the man more, why wouldn't that work? Like why would that relationship break down? If we're saying that the man has to love the woman more in order for the relationship to work and last, if it's reversed, why would it break down? Why would it not work?
Because I think women are naturally receivers, and if women feel like she said, like if women feel like you putting forward too much effort, you doing too much, then like she gonna feel like it's an imbalance, and she gonna feel like something's wrong.
So long as that imbalance,
if she feel like it's an imbalance, like
Okay,
I'm doing too much, even though you might be doing just as much, but if she feel like she doing too much, it ain't gonna go right. But if she being catered to, she feel like you doing your job and everything is cool. She ain't gotta do nothing. A woman can really sit there and have dinner cook, have sex every once in a while, and be cool.
Be a trophy wife.
Yeah,
What you think, Tasha? So if the roles are reversed, if the woman loves the man more, because you've been in situations where you've loved or felt like at least you loved your man more, right?
Yeah.
Those situations haven't worked so far,
Right.
Why do you think they broke that? Well, let's not go to the past relationships because we spoke about them a little bit. But I'm just saying in general, if the roles were reversed, why do you think it will break down?
I think it would break down with just both you guys just realizing y'all just ain't for each other. By I don't know, like just having more arguments with each other, just always disagreeing with each other, like.
But if you taking like if I'm the man in the relationship, especially if I'm I ain't gonna say bum, but just if I'm a don't cry type of man, and you doing more, you taking care of me, I'm not finna argue with you. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not finna argue with you. I'm not finna whatever you want, man. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever you want. What you want?
And I tell men don't argue. I said, never disrespect the money.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna argue with you. So if we throw that out the window. So then what's next? Like what's the next reason it can break down, or it typically does break down?
I don't know because I can go back to my past and you
Okay.
know it's cool and speak about it because I remember that relationship and that's why I became single after that for 6 years. But I just think with me and him it was more of an ego. His ego got in the way because you know he was. Excuse me. I don't have to go all into it.
You can't.
But well, he was a personal trainer and an actor, and so he was just kind of on this, you know, egotistical level and trying to rule me and you know say, oh, we gonna. It was just a mess, a hot mess, and. That's one of the reasons why I broke down because his ego really got in the way, and I'm like, I'm just trying to love you, you know. I'm just trying to be with you.
I'm just trying to love you.
I'm just trying to love you for real.
I just want to love
I like that. I'm just trying to love you.
That's all, and you know, so.
Ego got in the way.
But in that relationship, you feel like you were doing more, or like the skills were imbalanced and you were higher.
I think I was doing more. I think it was like I was. You know, trying to put so much into this relationship, trying to make it work, trying to, you know, make sure we look good together. You know, it got to that point, you know. That's how I was like, I'm not even being my own self with you. So that's another reason why I knew this was breaking down. I can't be myself with you, you know, as your woman. So, and you don't appreciate that. So.
That's important too.
Yeah.
Because you can't live a lie. So you gotta be able to be yourself. That's one of the reasons my marriage works. My wife allows me to be myself, and it's like the dopest thing ever. So that's truly big.
Yeah.
That's truly big. Gentlemen, fellas, and women, don't sleep on that. Don't sleep on your mate. Allowing you to be yourself. As long as you being yourself isn't toxic to the relationship. Maybe I should say that. Because if you being yourself is you being a thought or something like that, then that may not be good. That may not be good. For real. But if they allow you to be yourself, that's dope. That's truly dope. And rare. It's rare too.
Yeah. Cause you gotta, I mean, you can't, somebody should let you be yourself. But it's still a way to do it. You know what I mean? Like
they can't just be like,
you can't get with somebody that you just go be the
Go
still
ahead.
doing whatever you want like you single still. Like having a single mentality, selfish, self-centered. You would have to compromise some kind of piece of you in your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So in if you had a woman that just allows you to be you completely, do you think it
won't work.
It wouldn't work?
Because if I feel no boundaries, there ain't no boundaries.
I mean, okay.
So I need.
So
like,
wait. Well, no, I ain't even going to that.
No, but I'm saying like, but I think even a woman would feel like that. If a woman feel like she can run over a man, like she would be like, ain't no respect. It's like I can do it. If I can do it, say what I want, then what am I with you for? I think everybody wants to feel like there's some kind of limit,
Of course.
some kind of like not say constraint, but
A boundary.
But a boundary.
Yeah.
If you feel like if I'm with somebody and I'm committed to somebody and there's no boundaries, there's no point in being with you because like I'm gonna behave the same way. I'm not gonna behave like I'm with you.
Okay, so maybe I should rephrase it then because when I say allow you to be you, to me boundaries are understood. You know what I mean? Like if you're in a relationship,
You mean like personality wise?
yeah. I'm just saying like, you know, because you know, men complain a lot about women trying to change them. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I've been married 5 years. Me and my wife been together for 7 years. You know, and she, you know, hasn't tried to change me. You know what I mean? She's like allowed me to be myself, and being myself, you know, I made, you know, some mistakes along the way and stuff like that. You know, I never cheated or anything, but I definitely made some mistakes and stuff. And you know, she didn't like badger me about it or beat me over the head about it and stuff like that. She allowed me to grow. So that's what I mean when I say like allow you to be yourself. Like personality wise, you know, of course there's some boundaries there, but just, you know, not trying to change who you are at your core.
At your core, no. But
That's
more
what-
definitely outer edges. You gonna have to like you said, like if men know how to communicate directly, I understand if I'm with you, I can't talk like that. I can't talk to him or talk to you like I talk to him. So I got to change my behavior, my personality to be with this woman. So like it has to be something. It gotta be right. Even communication gotta have to be finessed some kind of way.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I know a guy who's almost close to 40, and I just don't like this phrase that a lot of older people use. Oh, I've always been like this. You know, instead of not, and like you guys say, not just trying to change them all together, but just, you know, if you know it's something deep down inside of you that is either evil or, you know, not good, wrong or right, and you just hurting people's feelings, and you know, you need to change something about yourself.
They'll learn once they get about 55, and they realize, like, and they lonely. They're like, nah, I should just change. Because I think a lot of people got that whole, like, accept me for me, this is who I am. And like, that's a whole bad, I mean, I had a girl who said the same, and I was like, what? Like, don't talk to me about I gotta accept anything. I ain't gotta accept nothing. Like, you don't have to be here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, that ain't, but I realized, like, people have gotten away with saying that. Like, dude probably get away with saying it to people. He probably like, this is who I am.
Right.
And still get whatever he want. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure, like, most girls would probably feel like, accept me for me, I ain't changing nothing. Right. And because she's pretty, she ain't gotta change nothing. Because the next dude go give it to her. You know what I mean? Or
but eventually that's gonna run out.
Oh yeah, beauty phase for sure.
Yeah.
But like that's why the Kevin Samuels thing got popular, because like now he meeting the women at 45, 50 years old. They like, oh, I can't find a man. It's because your attitude piss poor. Like your mentality wrong. Somebody said, why man they gotta accept you and your 4 kids and 3 babies? Hey, man ain't gotta accept that. Like what? Like you just can't love me for me. Why would that man love you for you doing that? Like why would he do it? And that's why you be asking the question like, what the type of man you want? Like what does he want from a woman? And most women don't know. They don't know what a man want. They don't know how a man feel, what a man think, what a man want and need or whatever. Like they don't know a man who need peace. They don't even know it. But they never had to know it. So I don't necessarily blame them for not knowing because they never had to know. You ain't gotta know what a man want or how a man feel. All you know is a man wants sex. So your whole thing is dangling sex over his head to get whatever you want.
Yeah.
You never knew he wanted peace and quiet. You never knew he had trauma. He a mama's boy. You didn't know he was abusive. Or
abused.
Ex-drug addict or abused. Like you don't know because women don't necessarily be asking them questions. And some men ain't gonna say it anyway. Men just tell the deal with stuff.
Have women ever asked you, was you abused?
Nah,
I ain't never been asked that either.
I think most people I think once you get to a certain age, you kinda like know the verbiage, you're like, know like, okay, something happened. Like dude, like you said, like the dude said, I've always been like this. Like you know, like, okay, something happened to you. Something, you know, I ain't gotta ask you. I know
something did happen to you.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So certain stuff you don't have to ask, you just kinda know.
Nice. All right, so we have the segment of the show that where we actually give the game away. So that's the name of the show. So we're going to get some game away. So the subject of today was the misconception of equality in relationships. So Tasha, if you had to give some advice in accordance with this topic to our audience, what advice would you give? What game are you prepared to give away? It's free, y'all. It's free. It's free.
Well, I would say, you know, be yourself, be transparent, be honest, you know, also, you know, and be patient. Be patient. You know, life, I don't like the phrase life is short, but you do have a long life. You have a long life to live, I'll say that. So, you know, just be patient and just know if you are in the right relationship, you will know that. And so do the work so y'all can be equal.
Nice. I like that. Yeah?
I would say equality is in relationships are pretty much in the mind. If equality for you is that man doing 75% of work and you doing 25% of work, I believe that's equality. It ain't gotta be split down the middle. You do this, you do that. The man gotta do more. It's just part of the game. Like it's some stuff you gotta deal with in life, and most definitely that is one of them. If your girl doing 75% of work, 60% of work, you doing 40, I hope that works out for you. But typically those type of relationships, they don't work. They don't last. But with equality is pretty much whatever y'all come to an agreement with. So I do believe it has to be a communication, it has to be an agreement. And if the agreement is however y'all break maybe you pay all the bills and do all the housework, and all she do is cook. Or maybe she cook and you take care of the kids. She like whatever y'all find y'all equality, it's best to sit down and talk that out and realize that there are all roles that you have to play. And it's not just roles, there are jobs, daily jobs you have to do every single day. And you got to find some way to make both of y'all feel like there's an equal exchange in the daily, parts of y'all relationship, marriage, family, whatever it is. So, trust and believe, equality is not, you never gonna really feel equality, especially for me. I don't know if you ever go feel equality. It's all about feeling satisfied with what's going on and how you doing stuff and how it's getting done. It's, marriage is not necessarily, I don't necessarily believe it's about love and happiness. I just believe it's really about duty, respect, and honor. Like, it's really basically what it is. It's a business. It's a business. It's figuring out what's going, how we making this business thrive for 50 years. We doing this, and this. I'm putting this in. What you putting in? Okay, well, I'm gonna work with that, do this and that, and that's how you find equality. So that's what I got for it.
I would say give honest efforts. What I mean by that is like you said, you sit down and you map out what equality is to y'all. Whether it's
What you feel
60, 40, 70, 30, 80, 20, 90, 10, whatever it is.
Right.
Number one, y'all both have to agree on it.
Yeah.
Because you can't be saying 70-30 is cool with me, so it should be cool with him or her. No.
Right.
No, like it's something that y'all both have to agree on. Communication is paramount. Communication is so big, it's ridiculous. But once you come to that agreement or that arrangement, give honest effort. Like, whatever that is, really put your all into it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't feel like, if number one, if you don't like it, don't agree to it. That's number one. But if you agree to it, give an honest effort in it. Like, really try. Put forth everything you got. So then, if for some reason it don't work, you won't have any regrets. So then you won't be saying, man, well, you know what? I could have did this, or I should have did this, or maybe if I would have did this. You know what I'm saying? Like, give those honest efforts, and because all you can do is hope your partner is doing the same. You know what I mean? Because there's no way to know if your partner is giving 100%. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way to know if they're giving 100. You know what I mean? Even if they tell you, they can tell you that, and you still may not feel that way. But you just, you hope and pray that they are in it the same way that you're in it. You know what I mean? Like I say, I'm married. Yes, I think I love my wife more. You know what I mean? But I understand why that is. I understand why it has to be that way. I understand the concept, and for me, I think it's mostly, the safety aspect that a man thinks about really propels that love, like far beyond what a woman can, kind of think of, because it's inherent in us to keep our family safe. You know what I'm saying? That's something we have to think about. Not we have to think about, but something that we do think about, like on a normal daily basis. You know what I'm saying? And being that protector for them, kind of like propels their love up. But like I say, give an honest effort. Whatever arrangement y'all come to it. Like I said, if you don't agree with it, or if you don't like it, don't agree to it. But if you agree to it, give an honest effort. Give it your best. Pray that your partner is giving their best. As I always say, if two people truly love each other and truly want to be together, and they both give their best, there's no way it can fail. Right. If you truly love one another and you truly want to be together and you truly give your best, your relationship cannot fail. Because it cannot fail. It cannot fail. Because the only way it will fail is if someone stops giving their best, or someone changes their mind about wanting to be with you.
That's another episode.
Okay, that's cool. That's cool. That's another episode. But for real, like, you give your best. You truly want to be together. You truly love each other. Your relationship can't fail because your best will change to whatever your partner needs it to be, and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like it will constantly change. My wife always says her number one advice for relationships is continue to learn each other. You know, and that's something I had to learn as well. Like, you know, the person that you get into a relationship with or marry, it's not gonna be the same person 5 years down the line. They're not.
Yeah.
People grow, they get older, they change. You know, so you know, like I say, but give an honest effort. That's my game. This has been our episode today, y'all. The misconception of evaluation in relationships. I really like this topic. We will have to do some more on this topic. Thank you so much to Tasha. Miss Tasha Owens for coming out. Greatly appreciate it. Do you have are you on social media at all?
I am.
Do you?
Oh, that's why you're a social media person. Girl,
You got an influencer in her.
Yeah.
You didn't know it.
I ain't nothing.
Professional TikToker.
Yeah.
You can catch me on TikTok.
Yeah.
Oh, Goddess, GODDESS.
Yes, yeah.
And I'm on Instagram here and there, which is Tasha TASHA.O86.
All right.
Right.
We had an influencer in the house and we didn't even know it. We're trying to get them likes and them followers up, y'all.
Yeah.
We need all that. So again, this has been our episode for me, Carl the Counselor, for my host, Pierre. We appreciate y'all watching. We'll see y'all next time.
In-house production.